Greetings, friends. Happy Sunday to all of you. The deadline is approaching to apply for new stimulus cards that lawmakers are now providing to millions of Americans. This month, 4 different batches of stimulus payments will begin going out. So friends, please make sure you watch until the end of this video to learn if you are currently eligible to claim a 4th stimulus check. I will also be giving away a $75 Walmart gift card 4 days a week. If you would like to enter the giveaway, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on with the keyword, the greater your chance of winning the giveaway. And friends, please stay tuned because at the end of this video, I will be announcing today's winner.
I was pleased to introduce that earlier this year alongside my good friend and our colleague, Byron Donalds from Florida. At a time when the American people are currently spending an additional $460 a month, Mr. Speaker, nearly $5,000 more this year than people were spending last year to keep up with President Biden's inflation, rising costs of gas at the pump, groceries at the store. This bill would have the Federal Reserve focus on a single mandate, and that of price stability, concentrating on keeping prices down, inflation out of, stealing from American families. The second bill, the Social Security Disability Insurance Return to Work Act, which I reintroduced this year, would restructure the Social Security Administration's disability classification system to provide further opportunities for individuals with disabilities who can and want to get back to work. That's important because too many people go on our Social Security disability system and they don't get back to the workforce. This provides them financial and training and opportunity incentives to go back to work, something our workforce and our employers desperately need. And it gives dignity to those with disabilities who can get back into the workforce. These policies would both reduce government spending while ensuring that we put the needs of the American people first. I'd like to thank the Republican Study Committee Chairman, Jim Banks, Task Force Chairman Hearn for their hard work and leadership in developing this budget. This common sense legislative agenda combats inflation while supporting a healthy economy. It works for the betterment of our families long term.
Given the increase in gasoline prices, as well as food and energy prices, several states in the U.S. have approved legislation to distribute stimulus checks or tax refunds to its residents as a relief from the current economic situation. States and cities like Chicago, Maine, Iowa, and Indiana will send checks valued between $850 to $1,700 in the month of July. In Maine, Governor Janet Mills approved sending a one-time payment of $850 to single taxpayers earning less than $100,000 a year, and $1,700 for couples making less than $200,000. Payments began going out in the mail this month, and checks are expected to be sent in rounds of $200,000 each week. State officials have said that the majority of residents who filed their 2021 state taxes will receive their payments by the end of July. Additional checks will be issued through the end of this year as more tax returns are processed. Also, the Chicago City Council approved a program that will provide city residents with gas cards as well as for public transportation. Chicago residents can start applying for this program, which will distribute 50,000 preloaded gas cards worth $150 each, and then 100,000 preloaded transit cards worth $50 each. Applications are limited to 1 per household and will be chosen through a lottery system. The cards began shipping out in May, but will be distributed every month through September of this year. So if a person is not selected in the month that they applied for, they will automatically be entered into the following month's lottery. Johnson County, Iowa will award $1,400 checks in July under the Direct Assistance Program for low-income residents. To qualify, a person must make under $45,000 for one person, up to $52,000 for two-people households, and up to $65,000 for four-person households. These payments should arrive before the end of July. Other eligibility requirements include being food or housing insecure, or having lost your job. Friends, I'm really happy to know that some states and cities are finally sending out new stimulus relief out to their residents. But please comment below if you think that all Americans should receive another stimulus check. There is another update from President Biden. According to the Wall Street Journal, the Biden administration may trim mortgage costs for new and low-income home buyers in a move to make home buying more accessible. Industry officials are asking the Federal Housing Administration to cut premiums it charges for loans that they insure by $50 to $70 a month per buyer, though some analysts say that the federal agency is unlikely to make such deep cuts. Biden's moves to make home buying more affordable have so far centered on easing constraints on home supplies, which can drive up many costs. Last month, the Federal Reserve raised its key interest rate by 0.75 of a point, its largest hike in nearly 3 decades. According to the Associated Press, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell suggested that another 0.75 point hike was possible at the Fed's next meeting later this month. Borrowing costs across the United States rose sharply after the rate hike, with the average 30-year mortgage rate clearing 6%, the highest level it's been at since before the 2008 financial crisis, and up 3% from the start of the year. The housing market has rapidly changed. A growing number of home sellers have been forced to readjust their home prices in recent weeks. Redfin has reported that an estimated 6.1% of homes for sale asked for a price drop recently. That is a record high as far back as the data goes, through the start of 2015. That also comes as mortgage rate hits 5.70% last week and are currently 2.5 percentage points higher than the beginning of 2022, relegating some buyers to the sidelines with busted budgets. The impact of rising mortgage rates and home prices has effectively cooled the housing markets. Please let me know how the housing market is in your city or town. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Well, my amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you once again for joining me here. I greatly appreciate every single one of you who are watching my videos daily. The winner of today's Walmart gift card giveaway is William Hairston. Congratulations, dear friend. Please note, if I have announced you as the winner, do check your notifications page and send me an email. Or you can also send me a message on my Facebook page. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful and safe 4th of July weekend.